It was an era filled with words like mashy, niblick, and gutty. Tees were formed with sand. Club shafts were made of wood. Our gateway to the West was expanding again. That game, played on 18 holes, was more than trendy back east, but the golf rage was about to move west. A small group of dreamers, led by the keenly determined Colonel George S. McGrew, looked at a pretty piece of rolling wooded land outside St. Louis and saw the chance to build something extraordinary, a family-friendly country club and a true test of golfing skill. The Glen Echo Country Club was established in 1901, and we remain the oldest private 18-hole golf course west of the Mississippi. Soon after our opening celebration, the St. Louis Republic reported that everything is spick and span, clean and clever. The jewel that has become Glen Echo was designed and built by a two-brother team, Jim and Robert Folis. It's not every club that can boast it was laid out by a U.S. Open champ. Brother Jim won in 1896, but it's Robert who's the star in this case. He was trained by and apprenticed under St. Andrews legendary golf and design hero, Old Tom Morris. Today's members enjoy Mark Twain's infamous "Good Walk Spoiled." Glen Echo was designed to be a walking course. The Scottish brothers' plans and the hard work of a few St. Louis families inextricably link us to golf, the way it was meant to be. Glen Echo has reaped the benefits of our founders' commitment to quality. We've seen some pretty famous golfers in our clubhouse. In the 20s, we hosted a men's amateur and we got a look at legend Bobby Jones and the famous Francis Ouimet. During the war, Glen Echo watched Betty Jameson take on promising newcomer Patty Berg. The late 50s saw Betsy Rawls win when we hosted a tournament for what would become the LPGA. The uniqueness of our course has drawn many, but our founders handed down a rare and amazing distinction. Glen Echo is the only place in the United States that Olympic golf has ever been played. The 1904 World's Fair came to St. Louis, and with it, the newly minted Olympics. Colonel George McGrew, ever present, pressed politely, and Olympic golf came to Glen Echo. The final rounds for gold were as exciting as any 36-hole match could be. H. Chandler Egan and George Lyon matched each other hole for hole on a sunny afternoon. But this was golf. Egan's reliable driver acted up during the last 18 holes. He knocked his drive into the water on 15, lost the next hole and the match, down 3 with 2 to play. George Lyon summed up his gold medal win. "I am not foolish enough to think that I am the best player in the world, but I am satisfied that I am not the worst." The medal itself is commemorated in our bag tags. A reproduction remains one of the club's most prized possessions, but the members and guests become a part of Olympic history every time they tee it up. If the joy of walking links Glen Echo to St. Andrews, so does the challenge of playing a course that hides its teeth under its beauty. Golfers are tested by our rolling hills, which require both creativity and a brave game face. About our greens, the old saying holds true, like dinner plates balanced on a fork. The challenge of the tricky lies creates unique camaraderie and promotes conversation. The Echo is often party to a quietly coughed, "What did you use on that shot?" Wildlife adds beauty, but one member joked that our slanting fairways are the place geese walk to give their legs a workout. The Folis brothers spared us St. Andrews' deep bunkers, but golf challenges abound here. Water in play on 5 holes, long wooded fairways, a 470-yard par 4 followed by a 470-yard par 5. Eagle, par, triple bogey anyone. The course tests both foolish hopes and honed skills. At one point in our early history, Harry Vardon and Ted Ray played an exhibition match here, and afterwards, the two most famous golfers in the world deemed Glen Echo the finest course in the U.S. It may have once been distant enough to require its own rail stop, but today's members enjoy the secluded setting and the short drive to a timeless masterpiece of golf design. When Pete Dye, the famous course architect visited, he said, "It's a classic. I wouldn't change a thing." Glen Echo has always been a family club. An early example? We built the world's first putting course, lit by gas lights. Another case in point? We wisely removed our rifle range. We've hosted many charitable events, including the Junior League Challenge for a number of years. The course saw Slammin' Sam Snead, Nancy Lopez, Tom Kite, and Paul Azinger all participate in these fundraising events. Our young people have always been at the core of our hopes and love for golf. Teacher Fred Clarkson taught club star Mary Rose Driscoll in a unique way. She reported that after Fred had her hit balls he'd pushed into the ground with his feet, she could hit any shot from every conceivable lie. Over the years, we've insisted on a relaxed family atmosphere. From a small gathering to a special event, the spirit is warm, friendly, and convivial. Today, we remain a family-oriented club. We have golf, tennis, our pool, the summer kids camp, and many youth and family events. Poolside, courtside, or greenside, at Glen Echo Country Club, the focus is always on family activities. Our members enjoy the $1 million state-of-the-art pool complex designed with families in mind. To enhance our now famous 18, the $1.5 million irrigation system assures a track as close to perfect as one can be. But no matter how great a course we have, it's the fellowship and camaraderie that make our country club a club. Doc was one of our beloved members. His friendly spirit and ready smile represented everything we love about Glen Echo. When Doc passed, the members rallied, chipped in, and bought a clock to honor his memory. Today, when his children and grandchildren see Doc's clock, they remember, and it reminds all of us that we play golf and enjoy our time at a club that keeps families close to its heart. Glen Echo, the way golf was meant to be.